Welcome back to Where Baggies Walk. It's 20 minutes of West Brom chat, and we're reflecting back on that late Norwich winner. Lots to talk about this week, including time is up on Mowbray. People are fed up of him. Just what is Armstrong doing? People want him dropping for the Sunderland game, saying he's not at the races. And we're also talking about our West Brom getting a bit soft. We're looking at the Fair Play League and seeing if the data matches people saying we need a bit more fight in midfield. We've got Dean, Aaron, Ben back with us, and we have to start this week with welcoming into the West Brom camp the newest member of the West Brom family, and all our congratulations from all the team here go to you, Dan, and your family on the birth of Baby Bartley since the last record. How are you? Have you had much sleep?
What is sleep? No, he's been all right. To be fair, he's waking up every 3 to 4 hours for a feed and then just dropping straight back off to sleep. So it's not too bad.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
From all of us here, and also our congratulations don't stop there, because we're going to need to congratulate you, Dean, as well, because you've been busy in the last couple of weeks raising money for the West Brom Foundation. There you are. And who would have thought we'd ever see a West Brom flag on Petra? How was? You've done this as a charity challenge, haven't you? How was it?
Hard, very hard, but really, really good. Enjoyed every minute of it, to be honest, with 20 very good people, all good Albion fans. So yeah, just getting back to normal now. A few aches and pains, but worthwhile. We raised a lot of money.
Brilliant. Well done. And the bonus, you actually missed the Norwich game and didn't have to sit through one of the worst games of all season, apparently. Is that right?
Sadly, watching the minibus on the motorway on the way home.
Okay. Right, let's jump straight into it. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop us a quick subscribe if you just come across the channel. 20 minutes of West Brom chat every single week. Then, right, let's start with you, Aaron, because you tweeted something yourself out this weekend, which was anti-Mowbray. So, seems as if the tide has turned this weekend, saying, okay, he's not the guy to take us forward. Some are saying he shouldn't have been appointed in the first place. Where are you at?
Yeah, I mean, like I tweeted out, I just don't think it was ever the right appointment. I think it was the case of when it was second best, and second best was never going to be good enough. I think where we were when Corbran left us we weren't in the best position anyway, so it might have been a big job for anyone to take on. So you would have thought, oh yeah, who's better than someone who's already been there and done it? I just don't think it's the same second time round. Obviously, I mean, I like Mowbray as a person. I think he's obviously a good bloke, and what he stands for, both in and out of football, is obviously very good things. But it's just a shame at the moment, because I feel like his reputation is going to be like ruined, especially with the younger generation of fans. I will admit myself, obviously, I wasn't, obviously I was an Albion fan, and obviously when he first came into the club, but that was a long time ago, and I think football has moved on quite a bit as well. I think there's not much you can say to shout about on the pitch that would say his tactics are right or anything like that. So yeah, it's disappointing, obviously, because I really wanted Mowbray to work out. Obviously, second time round, you think he's done it before, he can do it again, but it's just not to be at the moment. I mean, the football isn't great. We're promised attacking football, and I think we scored probably less than we have under Corbran. There's not much going his way at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, cheers for Aaron. You're not on your own either. Social media was full of it. WA Rainbow Sun says going nowhere fast with TM, I'm afraid. Adam says we need to talk about Mowbray. We will perpetually be in the Championship while he's at the helm, crying out for changes and nothing. If AA isn't working, find another solution. Really poor management. And there's Aaron's tweet there. Mowbray definitely is the man to take us forward. James says we have the best striker in the league, yet we keep playing a team to accommodate John Swift. Ben, is all that too harsh, or are you now in camp Mowbray perhaps isn't the way forward?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we drop out the playoffs, I think there's definitely a case for him not being here next season. I think when he took over, we were kind of hoping we extended our place in the Championship rather than be clinging onto it. The performances haven't been great. Like Aaron said, we talked about taking the shackles off. And I think there's a reason Corbran left the shackles on by kind of the goals we've been conceding. The football's not been great. We've not been scoring many goals. We're not creating many chances. I think I looked at the stats the other day about shots on target. We're only averaging about 3 shots on target a game, and you're not gonna win games with them kind of stats. The football's not been brilliant. It's not been exciting. By the Portsmouth game that we had, we're not performing to the level that the players have got. So there's no point changing them now. But next season, if we're dropping out, then we've got something fresh and something new, I think.
The Armstrong one is a mystery, Dan, because obviously if you talk to Southampton fans on this podcast last year, they're waxing lyrical about potentially the best striker in the league, and I think fans on social media are mixed and help us out where you stand on it. I'll just show you an example of what we're talking about. Reece says we played well in the first half, the second half was awful. Armstrong was non-existent again. We need to drop him for the next game. Mowbray got it very wrong today. And then others, like Stevens underneath here, says it's too predictable to watch. We get a prolific championship striker to get our hopes up, then he plays him so isolated, it's not working. So is it Armstrong himself, or is it the fact that he's being played in this isolated role by Mowbray with no support?
I think it's a bit of both, to be honest, because he won't really get much game time in the Premier League, so I don't know whether it's just a bit of rust that he needs to knock off. But yeah, I do think he needs someone up top with him, just to give him that little bit of support, just to hold the ball up, bring him into play. I mean, most of our attack now is coming down the wing, and once we get blocked off down the wing, there's nothing going through the middle, and that's where Armstrong thrives off, that ball coming through the middle. And if you've got no one there apart from Swift, but we all know what he's like at the minute. He's so inconsistent, and even he's not creating the chances. He's not setting Armstrong up enough. But like I said, it's all going down the wing, and if the ball's coming into Armstrong in the air, he's not going to beat anyone in the air. He's 5'6" or something, so he hasn't really got the best of chances of winning a header.
Yeah, agreed. Dean, your view on it? I mean, we all thought Armstrong was going to be your ticket to the Premier League when we signed him. We thought it'd be the signing of the season.
Yeah, I thought he would be, to be honest. I thought it was like Kevin Phillips back again. But no, I agree with the other lads, really. It's a tricky one. You either play him up front with somebody. Madger would have been perfect, I think, but he's out for the season now by the sound of it, because he holds the ball up well. But I'd certainly give DK a chance. He's been coming on and looking all right. Didn't even come on Saturday. So I'd personally, I'd put Armstrong on the bench and I'd try something different on Saturday. What we got to lose? We're playing crap anyway. Put DK and Lancashire up front or something, and you've always got Armstrong to come on and maybe get that winner, So that's what I'd do anyway. It's frustrating at the moment.
Cheers, Dean. Sunderland up next, Aaron. What would you do in that scenario then? Many people are saying drop him.
I mean, the performances warrant being dropped anyway. I think if it was anyone else playing like that, you would have been dropped about 3 or 4 games ago. So that's a very likely option, if I'm honest. But it all depends on whether Mowbray changes the formation or changes the way we're playing, because you can stick one man up front, but if it's not going to get the service anywhere, then you might as well stick someone else in there. There's no difference of changing the personnel if nothing else changes. So going to a 4-4-2 or a 2 up front formation, anyhow it would be great. I think. I mean, it gives us more threat in the box. I think we haven't seen a lot of that. I think we just need someone up there who's just willing to shoot, because a lot of the time we're just dancing around the box and it's just boring. Like as a fan in the stand, you're screaming at the players to just shoot, and a half chance might go somewhere. It takes the midfielders half the time to shoot. I mean, we've in the previous week just seen what Mowbray scored from outside the box. Price had a few chances and scored from outside the box. I mean, if it's taking the midfielders to shoot, then why aren't the strikers? If the strikers are getting in these positions, they're just not being fed. So I think it's going to take a bit more individuality from the strikers to. They've definitely got the quality. If it's Lancashire, DK, or Armstrong, they've definitely got the quality. So it's just going to be the case of them just forcing a strike from somewhere out of nothing, which might give us a goal. It might not, but it might result in a corner. We might get a goal off. You never know. But hopefully we can see something different. Personally, myself, I'd go with 2 up front.
Okay. Cheers for that, all of you. Difficult to talk about. I know when it's such a legend of the game like Mowbray, but he's not without criticism, which is fair. Speaking of criticism, Ben, the goal for Sargent at the 5th minute of that game came for some calamitous defending, and I didn't need to look far to see where it come from. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I mean, Swift gives the ball away, doesn't he? And then, they kind of break quite quickly. Sargent's pretty composed and does what he needs to do. But Bartley and Holgate obviously are just in no man's land. I'm not sure where Bartley's running to, but he's halfway to Ipswich, I think, the way he was running. And Holgate doesn't back him up at all. But, I mean, I think it's, they broke well. They're scoring goals that we just don't seem to do. We never really break like that and give the opposition a chance to defend something. I can accept the goal, the mistakes and stuff, yeah. But, as Aaron said, the attacking threat is just not there. We're dancing around the box. No one's willing to be brave and drive into the box, get a shot off. And to me, that's more frustrating than the goal on Saturday. Just, the way we are going forward, we're just so limp and no one's brave, no one's driving into the box. Once you're in the box, you've got a chance of doing something. We've only had 1 penalty all season, and that says all how often we have the ball in the box, because we just, as Aaron said, dancing around and not doing anything with it.
But it's still 6. Let's keep positive. There's only seven games to go. All the teams around you, apart from Middlesbrough, seem to be picking up, are all dropping points as well. So we'll keep smiling on that. One little thing though, Dan, I'll come to you on this one. There's been some accusations that West Brom have been a bit soft this season, and that you've lost your kind of grittiness, if you like. So we had a look at the Fair Play League to see whether the data backs this up. First of all, what's your view on that in terms of, are you too nice a team, I suppose is what I'm asking?
Yeah, I reckon we are a little bit too nice, but what we have a lot of is a profession in the dark arts, should I say, with Furlong and especially Malumbi, who like to rattle the opposition players, who then take it out on them, and we'll happily get the free kicks and get them booked. Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with being too nice. I mean, obviously, you've got to have a bit of fighting, show a bit of passion. Yeah, nothing wrong with it, to be honest.
Okay, let's have a look at the data then. So, according to your current yellow cards and red card counts, you're the 9th nicest team, Dean. In the division there, 65 yellows, which is one of the lowest counts of all. The 2 red cards, which you've had this season, puts you there. I think when we look at free kicks and things as well, you're also up there in terms of nice as well. Does that surprise you, given what you've watched, or not?
Not really. I mean, Malumbi and Mowat and Bartley, they don't take any prisoners, but I still think we lack a leader out there, a good central midfielder who sleeves rolled up, blood and snot. Let's get stuck in, and we haven't got that. We haven't had that for years, to be honest with you. So, I mean, the 2 sending offs only in the last few weeks.
Yeah, you'd have been right at the top of the league, wouldn't you? Without
most of the bookings are Malumbi.
You've got the 13th dirtiest player in the whole division, Aaron. Would you want to have a hazard guess who that would be?
I mean, it's Bartley or Malumbi. It might be any of them two, I'd imagine.
It should be, shouldn't it? But the data suggests because of the recent happenings, is that Furlong himself is the dirtiest. 6 yellow cards from the 35 games, and plus was it the red he picked up as well? We'll probably just put him there as well, isn't it? But I mean, not other than him, they haven't got a single player in the top 30 dirtiest players in the division, which I think probably says everything, doesn't it, Aaron? In terms of this accusation, West Brom are nice.
Yeah, I mean, like
Malumbi was there, just wasn't he? Sorry, Malumbi was there.
Have I missed him? There we are.
Sure, he was there. Just.
Oh yes, he was 16th as well. Sorry, those two. Sorry, Malumbi is there.
I
with 34.
was going to say, I mean, other than them pair, really, a lot of the yellow cards just come from like just game management and time wasting. You don't really see a lot of cynical fouls from Albion, really, if I'm honest. I mean, you might say that's a lack of desire or a lack of will or want to get the ball. That you're not taking the half chances, and which is why we can see goals like we did against Norwich. But at the same time, I don't think we're not a dirty team anyway. I don't think we've got a lot of dirty players. We've got a lot of players who like a challenge maybe, but not ones that are just going to go around and smash people. Like you've seen people in the past, like Ben Pearson, for example, who played for Preston and Stoke. Like their only goal is to just smash someone in the air, and that's it. They're done for. That's their 15 minutes of fame done. But we don't really have a player like that, to be fair. So I'm not shocked to see any players other than Furlong and Malumbi, at the top of them charts, really.
Okay. Cheers for that discussion. Really interesting, all of you. Thank you very much. Sunderland then next, Ben, and then a huge one against Bristol City coming up on the Tuesday night. Some people are saying the Sunderland game might be a preview of the playoff semi-finals as well. I mean, how do you see these two going?
Yeah, I think our next 3 games are quite tough. We've got Coventry as well coming up, so those 3 are going to go some way to determining whether we finish in the top 6 or not. We need a result on Saturday. It's easy to say, I know, but we need a result similar to what Norwich got against us. Get kind of outplayed, but then nick a goal from somewhere. We've got to see a bit of change in the team, as we said earlier. But we take a win on Saturday, however it comes. It's going to be tough. I think Sunderland are a decent model at the minute. They've got some good youth players coming through. They've recruited really well. Got a young attacking manager, so they're kind of where we're aspiring to be. So we've got to show we can match them.
They've had 5 penalties this season and missed 4 of them. So if you do give away a penalty, don't worry.
There was 15 goals, so I wouldn't count on it.
All right. Finally, this week, because of the international break, we've got the old odds question that's just flared up again. Club or country? So we're asking our team here and asking you in the comments, what would you rather see if you could only see one of these events in the rest of your lifetime? West Brom winning a significant trophy, or England lifting the World Cup next summer in America? Dan, what would it be for you? Club or country first?
It's always a tough one, this is. What's worse, I think I'd rather see England win the World Cup.
Yeah. Okay. Aaron?
No, I'm the opposite. I'm club over country every day of the week. I'd rather Albion win something significant in my lifetime, because it's more of like a local thing, really, rather than the whole country.
Yeah. Okay. Dean?
Yeah, club over country every time. I've watched England. I've been to 3 World Cups, but see Albion win a trophy. I was alive when we beat you lot in '68, but I wasn't there, unfortunately. So yeah, 100% club.
Okay. I won't ask how old you were in '68, Dean. That would be rude of me. But
I was 8.
Okay. You just about remember it then. Ben?
Yeah, clearly. My dad and my brother went 2 tickets, didn't take me.
Ooh. Ben?
Yeah, I'm with Aaron and Dean. I'd rather Albion win something than England. I'm not emotionally attached enough to England for that to happen. And I think I'd rather Albion on Saturday than England win the World Cup, to be honest. I think I'm that sort of emotionally attached to Albion. Then I'd rather that than England any day, I think.
Okay, fair enough. It's weird how it's been a north-south. I mean, I count you as Northerners. And the southern teams have said, and the Welsh teams have said England. So, interesting split that. Right, thank you very much. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Whether you always put the Baggies before country, and we'll see you in 7 days' time when we're talking about the best goals of the season. As we're head now into the season of our. It won't take you very long. I know. Steady on. What's the best goal we've seen this season? Get thinking on that. Let us know in the comments. We'll read some of these out next week. Enjoy the Sunderland game. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, press that subscribe button. See you in 7 days' time. Have a good one.